Hey folks, I'm Caleb Newquist, editor large at Gusto, here with more tips for jumping through the countless hoops in the world of work. This one's for the freelancers and independent contractors out there, or anyone dealing with interest and dividends. Today, we're going to meet and get to know the W-9 form. Let's dive in. Form W-9, Requests for Taxpayer Identification Number and Certification, is your key to tax compliance as a freelancer, independent contractor, or investor. This form collects your name, address, and taxpayer ID, but plot twist, it doesn't go to the IRS directly. Instead of the IRS, you send the W-9 to someone you have a financial relationship with. The W-9 helps businesses and banks report what they've paid you via 1099 forms. Timing is crucial here. Those 1099 forms spurred by your W-9 need to be in your hands by early February. 1099 forms that are not filed timely can result in big penalties, in some cases over $1 million. So if you get a request for one from a client or another organization you've done business with in the past year, do them a solid by completing it and returning it as soon as possible. Now that we're clear on what the W-9 is, who fills out a W-9? Well, if you're a freelancer billing a client for over $600 in a given tax year, you'll need to provide each one with a W-9. A W-9 reflects that you're responsible for your own income taxes, and your client will not be withholding any tax since you're not an employee. You might also have to fill out a W-9 for a variety of other financial situations, like you've received proceeds from a real estate transaction, or you've paid interest on a mortgage or student loan, or you've earned interest from a bank. To fill one out, start by grabbing the form from irs.gov. The form is straightforward enough, but there are a lot of instructions. But don't worry, that's why we're walking through it together. Once you have the form, complete the fields starting with your legal and business names. If you're an individual, sole proprietorship, or single-member limited liability company, that's an LLC, you should enter your own name as shown on your individual tax returns. If you have a separate business name or a doing business as name, that's DBA for short, that information will go online too. If your business is a partnership, multi-member LLC, C corporation, or S corporation, you should use your entity's legal name. Moving on. Select your business structure on line 3. This tells the IRS how you're classified for tax purposes. This should match the tax return you complete annually for your business. Your mailing address is next. Put down the address where you want to receive important tax information. Next, input your taxpayer identification number, either your social security number or employer identification number. And finally, the signature. This part is a little more complicated than it needs to be, so bear with us. If the IRS has told you that you are subject to backup withholding, you'll need to cross out number 2 under certification. Otherwise, leave that part alone. It doesn't apply to most people. Technically, you could be done with the W-9 form at this point because you don't need to sign part 2 in many situations. The IRS only requires you to sign the W-9 if you're completing it because of an interest, dividend, broker, or barter exchange account opened after 1983, a broker account considered inactive during 1983, or a real estate transaction. However, the IRS also allows the Form W-9 requester to require you to sign it. This is often requested to confirm that you are indeed a U.S. person or resident alien and you are subject to U.S. taxes. Once you've completed it, your W-9 should go to those who've hired you or the institution, like a bank, that needs it. In other words, be sure to only share it with trusted parties. Don't be passing around at the local hacker meetup.
Hello. One W-9 for you, one W-9 for you, one W-9 for you.
And that's it. Now that you've gotten familiar with the Form W-9, you're ready to jump through the compliance hoops of freelancing and investing with ease. If you like this guide, subscribe for more insights and hit that like button. I'm Caleb Newquist. Thanks for watching.